Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the 4K Blu-ray of Train to Busan presents Peninsula. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365. Okay, Train to Busan presents Peninsula is here on 4K Blu-ray, and now as far as the movie itself goes, I liked Train to Busan quite a bit. It does take place 4 years after the events of that particular film, and it's, I would say, more of a spin-off than an actual, it doesn't really have any connection to any of the characters from that movie. But as far as its own identity goes, I think it's good. I feel like it missed a few opportunities in the story department, but in some of the CGI elements, which I'll touch on the picture quality review, are a little bit dodgy here and there. But I think it's overall a decent action film, and I think it's worth checking out, especially if you've seen Train to Busan or the movie before that, Seoul Station. So these are things that just keep in mind, that it's really its own thing. It takes place in the world of several years later, but it's still an okay movie, and I think it's worth your time checking out if you're a fan of the other films. So, okay, we're going to talk about the picture quality and audio in just a moment, but first let's do a quick unboxing. Okay, we have Train to Busan presents Peninsula on 4K Ultra HD. Pretty nice cover. Now, apparently Walmart has an exclusive version of the slipcover at their stores, but this is just the one you get. I got this one particularly at Best Buy. So just be aware there are two different covers out there. And then we have the back, spine, and then interior, the same. And then we have some artwork on the discs. It's always nice. So looks pretty good to me. All right, now let's talk about the picture quality and the audio. Train to Busan presents Peninsula has a 2:39 aspect ratio. It is an upscale 4K image with HDR10 and Dolby Vision for the grading. For purposes of this review, I will be talking about the Dolby Vision encode. So, how does it look? Well, with the movie being shot digitally, it definitely has more of a clean vibe to the film. It looks that way, and there's no real compression artifacts or any kind of digital noise to speak of. So if you don't like film grain, you're definitely going to enjoy what you have here on this presentation. For the Dolby Vision, I feel it handles all its respective areas very well. I think black levels are consistently good. They're nice and deep, no real imperfections to speak of. A lot of the movie does take place at night, so there are a lot of those darker moments sprinkled throughout the film, and dark interiors are also well rendered. It looks really good in that area. I will say one of the stronger aspects of this particular encoding would be the color levels. I think the film pops. When there's color on screen, it really does illuminate the screen very nicely. Everything from set designs to, you know, lighting choices to like just grassy areas, they all are well rendered, very colorful, and it looks pretty good in that area. It looks very nice. Level of detail is good. It's not particularly great. I did a quick A and B comparison from the standard Blu-ray, and I feel the uptick in detail it's marginal, it's modest. It looks okay, but it's not going to be a selling point for this particular disc. But if you are a fan of detail, I still think there's a lot to enjoy here. You know, the up-close shots of the non-CGI elements look really good. But once you start getting into the CGI, it looks a little bit soft in that area. So just be aware that is something, you know, more or less part of the filmmaking process in this particular production. So for that reason, detail just gets a modest bump up. Overall, the picture quality with Dolby Vision on Peninsula looks really good. I think it's not going to be like a reference quality visual presentation, but for the type of movie it is, how it was shot, I think it looks very nice, and I think you will find it very pleasing. Train to Busan presents Peninsula has a Dolby Atmos presentation with optional English subtitles for your enjoyment. Now, for the Dolby Atmos, I think it's kind of more of a feast or famine type of situation. Now, what I mean by that is when the action scenes are really kicking in, it makes great use of your entire surround sound environment. It sounds very immersive during those action-heavy areas. It really comes to life, and I think it's worthwhile in that regard. Now, when it comes to the more quieter moments, even though they're very few and far between, there's less immersion there. It's really kind of more front-heavy, but there's not going to be a whole lot of immersive elements in your surround environment and your height speakers. Now, for the overall presentation, once again, dialogue coming through clean and clear, no problems to speak of, even during those more chaotic moments. The front channels, they handle a lot of the action, and they do so very well. The mid-levels and rears, when there are, zombies and action and chases, that's really when they come to life. It's sprinkled in a lot of dynamic elements. It sounds good, and I think you'll be very happy in that area. The height speakers complement the action that's happening in those action-heavy moments, and also there's plenty of discrete channel activity there as well. The LFE is also very aggressive, once again, during those action moments, and it's very heavy-handed at times, but I feel it's more appropriate. Peninsula does sound very good as a Dolby Atmos presentation. It's not quite reference quality, but when the action moments kick in, it makes great use of your surround sound environment, and I think you'll be very happy with the results. For the picture quality, I'm going to give Train to Busan Presents Peninsula an A-. I think it's an overall very pleasing upscale. It looks really good. Color levels, black levels are all standoutish. Just a little bit softness in the detail. It's a marginal upgrade in that area, but I think for the most part, it's a very good looking picture. For the audio presentation, I'm going to give this one a solid A. I think it's a very nice immersive track when things are happening on screen. The quieter moments, not so much. It's pretty front heavy there. But when the action moments do kick in, and there's a lot to enjoy here with the Dolby Atmos. So that is my review of Train to Busan Presents Peninsula on 4K Blu-ray. Let me know in the comment section below. If you had a chance to check it out, what did you think of the 4K presentation? In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.